Hello everybody, welcome back to Brighouse Town TV. We've got Vill here after a defeat against Dunston. What are your thoughts on the game, Vill?
They were always going to be tough, obviously, coming up here in the northeast. You know, Dunston obviously fighting to get into those playoffs and stay in those playoffs, and obviously us fighting for his lives down there. And, you know, coming to a place like Dunston with a full strength team in regards to us is always going to be difficult. But you know, we had several key players out today, and obviously Mo's obviously struggling. That's why he didn't start. So it was always going to be difficult, but I thought we started the game, certainly sort of first 45, 50 minutes, and we kept ourselves in the game. They had a couple of chances, we had a couple of half chances. You know, there's a reason why they are where they are and we are where we are. They're clearly a much better, more experienced, quality outfit. But you know, we did match them. We matched them, you know, and you know, managed to snuff them out and managed to cause them problems in the game. And then we get to half time, and I just said to half time, right, we're in the game. We've got something there for us. Can we kick on? And we started the second half well. And despite being a sort of solid defensive performance for, you know, the most part, sort of 60, 70 minutes, whatever it was, until the first goal, one mistake, and you go, you know, it's a kick in the teeth, because you know, all we need to do is deal with football, just head it away, kick it out for a throw-in, head it for a corner, whatever. We don't. Bounces and bobbles. Kid gets it and slides it across goal for a tap-in, 1-0. But we don't go flat, which is good, and we go at them, and obviously we made the change with Mo's on the pitch, and just create a little bit of play down the right-hand side. Willow cuts in, feeds Mo, who slots away nicely, and you go 1-1, and you go, right, okay, 15 minutes to go, or whatever it was. But the problem is, with our sort of lack of experience in the team, is it's too easy to score against us. And again, it's just a switch of play from right to left. We don't deal with the winger. We get beat, and then he cuts in, and it's a good finish, 2-1. And that takes the wind out of our sails a little bit. And then the third one's just sloppy. It's just a bit calamitous. You know, two centre halves colliding with each other, and the keeper doesn't come out. He's shouting for offside. It's not offside. The kids finish 3-1, and the game's dead. And that's the sort of theme of it at the minute. You know, we're huffing and puffing, and obviously the difficulty is, it's, you know, certainly whether it's a full strength team, or certainly today where we've got several missing, Mate, Josh and Curtis, you know, key players for us, and they're missing today, and it showed, because we didn't have that depth. We certainly didn't have that quality on a pitch where you think, you know, we should be doing, you know, okay on, because it's obviously what we train on during the week, and we fall to a defeat. But at the end of the day, Dunston are capable of beating anyone in the league, and we're always going to be difficult, and we found it out. That's what the case was today.
Yeah, it felt like for most of the game as if we were going to get at least a point from it, but it just seemed to fall apart around like the last 10 minutes. You know, why is that, do you think? Is it the lack of experience that's missing the depth, like you say, or?
Yeah, I mean, you know, Curtis being you know, and Josh, obviously the captain, and Mate, you know, they would have made a massive difference today, you know, in terms of the pace, in terms of the composure on the ball, certainly from Josh and Curtis. They would have made a difference, and I think, you know, the second goal obviously typifies that. The 14, you know, does a little bit of trickery on it. He's still got a lot to do. You know, he gets past us on the right hand side, and I don't think that would have happened in a, you know, with different personnel in that situation. But that's not to point the finger or blame anyone or anything like that. It's just different levels, and that's it. You know, Kurt's certainly one, and Martin Ebbard are two of the decent. Well, Kurt, for me, is one of the top players in the league. Obviously, he's been out a while, and Martin Ebbard, obviously, you know what you've got with his pace, his ability to recover and get back in is again up there with the best in the league. But we didn't have that, so obviously it's difficult. So the inexperience, you know, that's no secret. We haven't got that experience and that depth and that, you know, the resources to pull that in, and you know, that is what it is, and that does impact, you know, our ability to do what we do. But like I say, we still give teams problems, and we've done that today. But unfortunately, you know, two mistakes, and it is two mistakes. The third one, although it's a mistake, you know, that's more down to sort of ill communication and you know, the game's drifting away from us at that point. But the first two are our individual mistakes, and that's just it. You know, you look at the opposition that we play against. You know, you look how hard we have to score for our, you know, we have to work for our goals. But for us, because we've got that, as I say, that lack of experience throughout the team, the teams find it a little bit easy to score against us.
Like you say, George Sakura, stepped up as captain today. How do you think he dealt with that?
George is always brilliant. George is always, you know, he's always performs positively, you know, and he's a good defender. But again, he's only 21. It's his first season at men's football. You know, that's the reality of it. He's a good defender, but the reality is this is his first season at men's football. Before that, obviously, he was a scholar and then a pro at Bradford City. And as I say, he's still learning his feet. You know, but I thought he did well today. He handled the challenge well, and he handled the, you know, for the most part. You know, I don't think he put a foot wrong. You know, obviously he got involved in the third goal with Dacre, and you know, that could have been handled better. But again, you know, that's what we're looking at. You're looking at an extremely inexperienced back four with not much games at this level and appearances at this level. And, you know, that's told today. And you know, look at them and they just deal with it, and you know, one goes for it, and there's that commitment, and they win the ball, and they clear the lines. And with us, there's a little bit of indecisiveness, looking for someone else to take responsibility, and that's all over the pitch at times. That's all over the pitch, but that's where we are, and that's what we have to accept. And you know, as I said, from our point of view, you know, we just keep fighting, keep going, and hopefully to secure our place in our division. It's still in our hands. It's up to us what we do. And we just have to get that next win. Once we get that next win, it'll get us confidence back, and we can kick on from there.
So moving forward, big 6-pointer in a couple of days against Winterton. What are your expectations from that game, Bill?
Well, I just said to the lads in there, you know, it's up to you. You know, you can either sit with your chin on your chest and feel sorry for yourself that we can't sort of get a result over the line at the minute, or you know, or certainly keep ourselves in games. You can do that, or you can take it into your own hands. You can, you know, show that there's still that spirit and that fight there, that desire there, and go and get a result. And that's what we'll try and do. And you know, to be fair, I can't. You know, you watch the games, you can't knock the lads' effort and the lads' endeavour and the lads' attitude towards the game. It's there. It's not like the lads are throwing in the towel or the lads are giving up. There's just that other teams have got a bit more quality, a bit more experience, and a bit more game management and football understanding than we have, and football IQ than we have, and that's where we're at the minute. But you know, we've shown this season, and we've you know, you look at the results against Belper, you look at the results against Liversidge. You know, obviously they're in the past now and mean nothing in the scheme of things of what we're trying to do now. But it shows that we can do it. You know, we can get results against teams with more experience with us. We can get results against teams with more quality than us. So Monday, you know, Winterton are in the same vein as us with a lack of experience, same vein as us in terms of, you know, difficult circumstances, and they're fighting for their lives. They'll still feel they've got a chance. I don't know their result today, but they'll still feel they've got a chance, and they'll come to us with no fear, and we'll have to go to the game with no fear and try and win it.
Perfect. Thanks for your time, Bill. Appreciate it.